What is good, Neo family? It's Rey-Jay back with another video, and in this one I'm going to be talking about the one and only Neo stock and help you guys better understand the price action of Neo and what you should be anticipating for the future. I'm also going to talk about what's going on with the whole Ukraine situation, as we have some major updates that could definitely affect Neo and the market going forward. I'm also going to talk about what the Ford CEO just said about Neo and Tesla, as we do have some major updates about how he sees them as major competitors in the EV space going into the future. Now, before I go into any more details, before I talk about what's going on with Neo and the whole Russia situation and the share price, I do have to mention some very important things first. The first thing is I'm not a financial planner, so please do not take this as financial advice. And also, if you guys can, please smash the like button if you want to see more videos like this. And not only benefits me, benefits the entire Neo community as a whole. And the last things, if you guys can, please check out the Moomoo link down below in the description. If you do sign up for Moomoo and deposit $100, you're not only going to qualify for up to 5 free stocks, each worth up to $3,500, but you're also going to have the opportunity to win up to $200,000, as Moomoo is giving away 200 grand for the new year. So if you want your chance, guys, please check out the offer down below. And with that out of the way, let's get on with the video. So looking at Neo, we have some very interesting updates to be discussing. So when I was looking at the share price today, guys, something very interesting happened. We ended up dropping to $18.48. That's where we started off, and we ran all the way up to over $21. So I want to talk about that in a little bit more detail based off what on earth is going on right over here. As you guys can see right over here, Russia has invaded Ukraine on many fronts, and it's very brutal right now. A lot of people in Ukraine, they're suffering, they're going through a lot of pain and struggles, and my heart goes out to all these people. It's a very sad situation. It's very hard to see anyone going through this, so it's horrible, right? And as a result, I did anticipate that the market would have taken a big hit, but that's not what ended up happening. What happened was the market ended up rallying a little bit today, right? Or I would say by some margin. NIO was up over 3.71%. Tesla was up over like 4.8%. AMC was up 12%, which is very significant. Wow. And it's doing really well. Now, here's the thing about that. If I go down to the SPY is at 1.5% in the green. It's at 428 right now. We ended up bouncing off at 410. And then if you look at the fear and greed index, the market was fearful. The market is still very fearful, right? Yet the SPY ended up running up. It's actually doing quite well. So what happened to the SPY is it didn't just rally, it had a good reversal. It went up 1.5%. It's almost in the 430s, and it does look like we're going to end up going there tomorrow. So here's how I see this situation. I can't guarantee anything, but I will tell you one thing. If the SPY ends up running, so is NEO, and that seems like the most probable outcome because this is what the technical indicators are showing. Let me actually bring up a couple of them just to show you guys what I'm talking about. We're going to bring up the super trend, the MACD, RSI, and let me see the last one, the DMI, right? So zooming into the chart, guys, check this out. We have a buy signal from the super trend. This is rarely ever wrong. First off, we have a buy signal for NEO. Additionally, the MACD flipped with the 9-day moving average. We were descending, and now it's about to flip again. RSI picked up to 37.98, and right now, we saw a flip right here from the DMI, from the positive and negative line. They're all showing bullish momentum. So it's a very tough call, I think, because of the fact that we don't know what's going to happen in Ukraine. And I did anticipate the market to dip, but we ended up not dipping. And here's my theory. And this is going to be maybe a little bit, it's going to require a tinfoil hat when I say this, but I think that what happened was the reason why so many stocks dropped during the opening was because these institutions were the ones that dropped it. And they're the ones that caused, NEO to run up, Tesla to run up, AMC to run up, because I think in the current state, margin is going to get dried up. And they know margin calls are going to be a little tighter, right? So they anticipate what's going to happen, especially after this invasion. They know that it's going to be a little bit tougher to short companies. So they're starting to cover just a little bit. I'm not going to say that they're going to cover all their shorts. I'm not saying they're going to cover 50% over a short period of time, but they may have covered maybe 2 to 5%. And they may plan on doing that over the next few weeks, right? So what I'm trying to say is we have some good momentum that was built because of this. As a result, the bulls are going to gain more control. I think the shorts kind of got exhausted for the last few months trying to like bring these companies down, and we're starting to see some good runs. So my estimate was kind of off. I said like 2 to 5% of the shorts covered. I mean, it could be 10% in the next like 2 3 weeks. I don't know, guys. That's just me coming up with numbers, but you guys get my point. The shorts brought it down to 1841 or 1848. Then they ran it all the way up to 21, up 3.71%. Well, another example is AMC. If you look at AMC, they brought it down to $14 and they ran it all the way up to almost 18, up 12%. I mean, that's pretty insane, guys. That's very, very insane. So what I anticipate going into tomorrow is the technical indicators are showing very, very bullish momentum. And they're suggesting that NEO should be running to the $23 range, maybe even higher relatively soon. However, however, it seems like we have resistance at around the high 22, so we might run to 23 and drop and close at around 22 something, maybe 22.50, something around that range. That's what I predict is going to happen. Now, here's the thing, you have to take this with a grain of salt because the current situation in the market's not good. The market's not in a good place considering what happened in Ukraine, all the bad things that happened. I mean, it's really sad, right? And my heart goes out to all those people. I mean, it's just a horrible situation, guys. I'm not really a fan of war. I don't like war. It's so sad, and because of that, the market could take a hit. So it is still possible for us to drop, but like I said, it's more likely, and this is what I'm trying to tell you, it's more likely we're going to run up based off these technical indicators and based off the momentum that has been built. Now, the last thing I want to talk about real quick is this right here. As the Ford CEO calls out NIO and Tesla as the competition it must beat. Once again, NIO is getting special spotlight with the big dogs. It's not a small company, it's not weak. It is seen as a big company that has lots of potential in the EV sector, and it's going to get bigger and stronger as time goes on. But anyways, I'm not going to go into full detail about this. I just want to let you guys know that NIO is recognized as a monster. It's a beast that's waiting to like really, really show you how great it is. And I'm still very bullish for the long term. I'm bullish for the long term, and for the short term for tomorrow, like I said, it could go either way, but I see it more likely to run up to 23 and close in the $22.50 range or even higher than that. So we are seeing some good moves. And that's how I want to end this video. So I want to thank each and every one of you for being a part of this channel and listening. And I want to end the video by saying, tough things happen in the world. It's very sad, it's heartbreaking, but we must not quit. We must be conscious of the blessings we have in our lives, the privileges we have, whether they're clear or not. And we have to be appreciative, guys, because not all of us are going through these crazy things other people are going through. And that's what I have for this one. Anyways, thank you all for listening. Have a fantastic rest of the day, and I will see you guys on the next one. Neo to the moon, and peace out.